All right, you see this mirror right here? In this video, I'm going to share with you the most powerful hidden Bible prayer technique for you to pray what you want and get it using the power of this mirror right here. My name is Jake with JakeDucey.com. If you haven't yet, be sure to get my free success hypnosis. It's right there down below to reprogram your subconscious mind so you can attract what you want quicker and easier. Let's dive right into this and how to use this guy to get what you want. So Neville Goddard used to say, prayer is recognizing yourself as that which you now desire, as opposed to petitioning a God in the sky out there saying, please, please, please help me. And it's summed up pretty well in John 10:30. Jesus says, I and my Father are one. But you might be saying, Jake, what the heck does that even mean? So I'm in my early 20s. And I'm trying to blow this YouTube channel up. So I started praying to God. And I would say things like, God, please help my YouTube channel go viral. God, please help me to reach millions of people. God, please help me to grow my business and my financial success. God, please. And I would do it like that. I would ask God for something I didn't have. And I would plead. And I would try to ask nicely, and I would try to do it all the time in hopes that I got what I wanted. But then something pretty crazy happened. I stumbled on that quote from Neville Goddard. Prayer is recognizing yourself as that which you now desire, as opposed to petitioning a God out there for that which you desire. And in that moment, I realized everything I was doing was wrong. I was not following the hidden teachings of Jesus, which I'll share a couple of them with you in just a minute from the hidden gospel of Thomas. But what happened was I started thanking God that my videos were going viral, that my channel was going viral. I stopped pushing it into the future and asking God to please help me. I stopped going, God, please help me make my channel go viral. And I started saying, God, thank you for making my channel go viral. It feels freaking amazing that my channel went viral, that I have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, that all of these crazy things are starting to happen in my life. Isn't it exciting? I started doing that in my prayers. And a crazy thing happened. I went from about 5,000 YouTube subscribers to over 600,000 YouTube subscribers. And in one 12-month period, I went from 5,000 to over 250,000 subscribers. And the crazy part is, I didn't learn a new YouTube technique or a marketing technique. They were old videos that were already published that randomly started going viral in sync with me changing how I was praying. Now this mirror gets pretty important here, and it starts to make sense in the Gospel of Thomas, verse 22. Jesus says, when you make the two into one, when you make the inner like the outer. And there's one thing I noticed in that. There's only one capital in that whole statement there, and it's only on the one, not on two. Two is lowercase, one is capital. When you make the two into one, then that's when the prayer happens. Think about it. How are you praying? Most people are praying as the two, just like I was doing. God, please help me make my YouTube channel go viral. That's the two. And then I switched it to, thank you, God, my channel went viral. So you don't pray like this. God, please help me with the money. God, please help me with the job. God, please help me fix this health ailment. God, please help me get out of debt. God, please help me meet new friends. God, please help me sell my house. Please, God, this is what I want. Can you help me? You don't do that. That's the two. You move to the one. Now, think of prayer like this mirror here. What does this mirror do? Ooh. Now, seriously, what does it do? If I look at it, it reflects back to me what I see. All prayer is a mirror that reflects back to you your inner consciousness. And that's why in the Bible, it says, to those that have, more is given. That's that's where it's summed up perfectly in prayer. To those that have, more is given. That's the mirror effect. That's the mirror technique of prayer. Whatever you hold in consciousness, the outside world mirrors back to you. So what you hold and what you do during your prayer, how you pray, if it's 2, please God, please, or if it's 1, thank you God, either way, the mirror reflects back to you. Your life circumstances are just the mirror. So my YouTube channel results were the mirror that was reflecting back to me how I was praying. And when I was praying all the time, asking God, please help, I want this thing, and then I looked at my YouTube results, they mirrored back the state of consciousness I was praying at. To those that don't have, even that which they have was taken away. I didn't have the YouTube, I was asking for it. But to those that have, more is given. All of a sudden, I thank God for it, and the mirror reflects back to me in my own life. So ask yourself, what are you holding up to the mirror of God? What are you holding up to the mirror of prayer? And here's what Neville Goddard said about prayer. Do not command things to appear by your words or loud affirmations. Such vain repetition is more often than not confirmation of the opposite. Decreeing is ever done in consciousness. Repeating the words, God, please help me, God, please help me, it's often confirmation of the opposite. Prayer is done in the decree of consciousness. That's why to those that have, more is given. What is consciousness? It's the state of being you possess. Do you have a state of being of having the money? Do you have a state of being of having the health? Do you have a state of being of having the job? Do you have a state of being of having the home? Do you have a state of being of having the family and the love? Or do you have a state of being of the lack of it, and you're asking God, cajoling him, begging him to help give it to you? Because that's a consciousness of lack. And then the mirror reflects that prayer back to you in your life. So I'm going to give you a prayer technique and a mantra or a prayer to say. But before I do, it's important to understand Nobel Prize laureate Eric Kandel showed that when new memories are formed in the brain, the number of the synaptic connections in the sensory neurons, they double. But unless that original learning experience is repeated over and over and over again, the number of those synaptic connections cuts in half and falls back to 1,300 in only a matter of weeks. And he won a Nobel Prize for this. So what is it saying? Neuroscience shows us that what you repeat emotionally will actually build entirely new neural networks in your brain. But if you stop doing it, those synaptic connections you built will fall apart. So what does that mean? I want you to use the following prayer, mantra, or affirmation for the next 30 days. Use this prayer technique that we've discussed in this mantra I'm about to give you every day for the next 30 days. When this happens, you're going to shift your consciousness. The mirror effect of prayer will bring miracles into your life. But when you do it for the next 30 days, you're also scientifically proven to change the synaptic connections in your brain, which is going to change your life for the long term. So step number 1 is the mantra. Just say this: I am one with God. I am one with all I desire. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then number 2 is call the picture of what you want onto the screen of your mind and deliberately say thank you for it mentally. Like me calling onto the screen of my mind, my YouTube channel going viral, and deliberately thanking God that it's already happened in my life. And then number 3 is to proceed without wondering when it will come. Remember, make the 2 into 1 and then it will show. What a lot of people do is they pray correctly, but then in their waking hours, they're wondering when it's going to come. But that's moving out of alignment with the mind of God. It's making the 1 into 2, hoping the future arrives, but the future doesn't exist in the mind of God. So you don't worry about when it's going to come. You know that it's already on the way. So say it with me. You can comment down below. I am one with God. I am one with all I desire. That's all you say when you're in your prayer. You call onto the screen of your mind what you want to attract: the house, the car, the money, the health, the relationship. And you say, I am one with God. I am one with all I desire. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you continue to repeat it until it's not a string of words and until it becomes a state of consciousness, a state of being, an emotion. And you actually feel the energy of gratitude in your body that it's happened. I knew I was done with my prayer, not when I hit 2 minutes and 11 seconds, but when I felt the shift, when I felt genuinely thankful my YouTube channel had went viral. You know you're done when you genuinely feel thankful to God that the money came, that the love came, that the health happened, that the miracles showed up in your life, and boom, that's when you end the prayer. So be sure to try this for the next 30 days. It's scientifically proven to change your brain when you do continue it. And if you want to amplify it, make sure you use my success hypnosis. It's right there down below, jakeshypnosis.com. It's my free success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind. And if you listen to it while you pray softly, it's very powerful because you start to enter into the subconscious. 95% of your life is subconscious, and 95% of all your prayers are subconscious. They're habitual, but you can access the subconscious mind and reprogram it to attract what you want quicker and easier by using my success hypnosis. You can check it out right there down below for free, jakeshypnosis.com. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit the subscribe bell notification. Give me a comment right there down below that says I'm one with God, and be sure to check out some of my other powerful hidden Bible prayer techniques. I'll link them right around here on this video.